This is lesson number 6, Algebra 1, Rules for Addition, Adding More Than 2 Numbers, Inserting Parentheses Mentally, and the Definition of Subtraction. So we're going to jump all the way to page 31 and start with example 6.3, where it says add -5, add 4, add -3, add +2. Now whenever we're adding numbers, a string of numbers especially, you can only add 2 numbers at a time. So we're just going to look at 2 at a time, starting from left to right. And we look at -5 and +4. Whenever you're adding 2 numbers together, you look at what the signs are. If the signs are different than each other, then you take the difference between the two numbers. In this case, the difference between a 5 and a 4, and you ignore the positives and negatives. You just say 5 and 4. The difference between those is 1. And then you put the sign of the largest number on that, and you're done. Now we do the -3. And we'll just put the +2 here. So we're going to do these 2 numbers. Signs are the same. When the signs are the same, you just add the numbers together. 1 + 3 is 4, and put the sign on there, and you're done. This particular one, we have a -4 and a +2. Signs are different. We take the difference between 4 and 2. Difference between 4 and 2 is 2. Put the sign of the largest number on there, and we're done. This is example 6.4. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to take the first 2 numbers. Signs are different, so we're going to take the difference between, difference between 3 and 2 is 1. Sign of the largest on there, and we're done. Okay, we're going to look at these 2. Signs are the same, so we're going to add, put the sign on there. We're done. Signs are different, so we take the difference between 4 and 3, which is 1, sign of the largest, and we're done. Okay, so not too bad there. Let's jump to example 6.5, having to do with inserting parentheses mentally. And what that means is when we've got a string of numbers, like that, we're going to change all of those to plus signs, except the very first one, because we're not adding and subtracting. That 4 is just a -4. So we're going to leave that alone, but we're going to change the sign here to a plus. We're going to make a parenthesis, and we're going to make the 3 negative. So this means the same thing. 4 minus 3 is the same as 4 plus -3. And the next one already has a plus, so we'll leave it. The next one, we're going to make a plus, parenthesis, -4. Next one, plus, parenthesis, -3. Next one, plus, parenthesis, -2. So see what I did? Just made all the minuses pluses and put the number in parentheses with a negative sign there. Now let's look at these 2 at a time. Signs are the same, so we add them, put the sign on there. Those go away. Signs are different, so we take the difference between the 2, which is 5, sign of the largest on there, and that one goes away. Let's do the -4. So that's this here we brought down. Signs are the same, so we add, put the sign on there. We're done with that one. Do the -3. Signs are the same. We add, put the sign on there. We're done with that one. Next one, signs are the same, so we add them together and put the sign on there, and we are done. Continuing on with these examples, I'm in 6.6, so I have -2 plus 11 minus 4 plus 3 minus 2. So let's go ahead and write these with parentheses. So anything that's subtracted, we turn into a plus and put a negative on the number like that. And we go ahead and solve. So these 2, we're going to take the difference since the signs are different, put the sign of the largest one on there. Signs are different, so we take the difference, sign of the largest on there, and that's done with that one. So we're done with all those. +5 plus 3, we add them up, put the sign on there, that's 8, so we're done with that. Now we have left is negative 2, so signs are different, so we take the difference and put the sign of the largest one on there, and we get positive 6. Now let's look at example 6.7, negative 4 plus absolute value of negative 2 plus 3 minus 7 minus 2. Alright, so let's go. Negative 4 we'll leave just like that. Absolute value of a negative number is always its positive, so I don't even need a parenthesis there, do I? Change that to plus negative 7, change that to plus negative 2. Got these here. Signs are different, so I take the difference, put the sign of the largest. I'm done. Do the plus 3. Signs are different, take the difference, sign of the largest on top, done with that one. Do the negative 7, signs are different, I take the difference, put the sign of the largest on there. And last one is 2. Signs are the same, so I add, put the sign on there, and I'm done. Okay?